Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Fueling for Functional Fitness. I'm Jess.
I'm Josh.
And today we're going to be talking about our thoughts, feelings, reactions to 24.1, our thoughts about whether you should redo open workout, and then some predictions for 24.2.
That's right. Obviously, like we talked about in the last video, really exciting time for CrossFit gyms across the world. And 24.1 didn't really disappoint.
No, it was definitely unique and effective.
Yeah.
As Dave Castro said it would be. So how did it go for you?
Well, like we talked about in the last video again, I'm going through a little bit of an injury, so I had to modify. So I did hang dumbbell snatches, and then I also did bike. So it was basically a different workout. But what I wanted to do was make sure that I was with the class and that I got the same stimulus as someone that did the RX workout. So I finished it in just about 9 minutes, and my lungs were still burning pretty good. So I feel like I achieved the stimulus of that workout.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What about you?
I mean, it was rough. I did not feel well after that one, which I think was the experience of a lot of people in our community. I didn't feel as bad as the member that we have who ate barbecue before.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was still like, just couldn't get comfortable afterwards. Hot and cold. Do I want to stand, sit, be in front of the fan, not be in front of the fan? I stopped at a green light on the way home, just like totally mentally probably needed a DD. But, I was happy with how things went. I felt like, and, upon talking to people in our community, it was a workout that was pretty accessible to everybody, even if like they had to scale, maybe you went down in weight on the dumbbell snatches or you scaled your burpee or whatever. It was a pretty accessible workout, and a lot of people, even if, you didn't do like the RX version, like got that stimulus of like high heart rate, hard breathing, like that cardio engine challenge, I guess.
Yeah.
But I also felt like, for a lot of people and for myself included, one of those movements was like your movement where you could really gun it on, like I'm stronger on the snatches than I am on the burpees. So like I could really get after it. Whereas like it was the opposite for some people. So that was really interesting to see like how different people approached it, if they broke reps up, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's rough. And I have a feeling we'll probably see it in a future open, just because it was it was one that we probably don't want to see in a future open. But hopefully we don't have to worry about that for another year or so.
Yeah, I think one of the things that was cool was that Jess did the RX version of the workout, but she did it in class, and she was right alongside people who they didn't even know what the CrossFit Open was until they joined our gym. So it was like their first time, and they were nervous about it because obviously everyone talks about the workouts being pretty gnarly. But once again, like she was saying, it was really accessible. I mean, there's people that could use a 10-pound dumbbell and do a different version of the burpee, or scale it like I did, and it was just like totally great in my opinion. I mean, it was a great first workout of this year's Open. It was really cool. So let's talk about deciding on if you should redo an open workout.
Yeah. I think it depends. That's my answer. It depends. It depends on how you feel physically after it. Not just like immediately after, but like there have been workouts in the past, like the one with the burpee box overs and dumbbell snatches comes to mind, where everybody's backs were just blown up. And so I think if you are feeling that way, then redoing the open workout a day or two or even 3, later, it might not be the best idea because you might not perform as well because you are super sore. So.
Yeah. And if you're talking about that workout in the context of like a full week, like for a lot of us, we want to keep coming to the gym and doing CrossFit workouts like the whole week. So the open workout is definitely one that is more challenging and one that might put us in a different spot per se. But we want to make sure that we can keep coming. So you do the workout on a Friday, we still want to be recovered and feeling okay for Monday. You know, so that should also like play into your decision. You know, it's like, is it that important for me to go ahead and do this workout again? If not, then that's cool. And I think that a lot of people do like the one and done approach actually for most open workouts.
Yeah. So how you feel physically is one part of it, but I think also like how you feel you did in the workout, like based on what you're capable of. Yeah. So for example, we have a member in the gym who RX'd it and she didn't even think she was going to get through it. And then she ended up finishing with 3 reps left. So for her, she really wanted to see if she could do it again and complete the workout. And so she repeated it and she did. Yeah. So that's something too, how you're feeling physically about the workout and then also how you're feeling that you did in the workout and if you feel like you could do better.
Totally. And again, there's another like layer to that. If you are like on the cusp, maybe you have aspirations to go to quarterfinals and maybe beyond that, you're looking at semifinals. And those last few reps really, really count. Like, you know, the saying that every rep counts in a situation like that, then it definitely would be worth going and doing it again. And chances are, if you're at that level, you're going to be able to recover well enough and go again without too much trouble. So if that's you, then it might be worth doing.
Yeah, and I think another reason you might redo an open workout is like if you try one version of it the first time, like whether that's scaled or whether you scale certain things or whatever, if you try one version of it and kind of like get a taste for how that goes and then you want to try the other version, like maybe you do the 25-pound dumbbells for the women the first time around, you want to try the 35 the next time around, or you know, or maybe you, not even a different version, maybe you just use that first time as a trial run just to see how it feels and kind of move through it, don't kill yourself. And then the second time you do it, you kind of have a feel for the strategy, what the like cadence, burpees over the bar are going to look like, or burpees over the dumbbell. But yeah, so that might be a reason that you would redo a workout too.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean that, obviously 24.1 is done and gone, it's behind us. So, you know, scores have been submitted, so you can't really take our advice and go back and do that. But for the next ones, those are things to think about. And, you know, we don't know what the next ones are going to be. So, so we just have to wait and see.
Do you ever redo open workouts? Have you ever?
There's 2 open workouts that I've redone. Actually, one of them was my favorite one that I talked about a couple of videos ago, was the clean and jerk and box jump workout. I did that one twice, and then there was another one. I can't remember the name of what one it actually was, but it was low reps. It was like dumbbell thrusters, toes to the bar, and there was one other movement. But I remember doing that one twice too. Okay. I just can't remember.
Yeah.
What about you?
I can't recall ever redoing one, but I think if it was something fun, like a 1-rep max clean and jerk, I probably would.
Yeah.
As long as I wasn't too beat up, which I don't think I would be, but...
last year, a lot of people redid the shuttle run. So there was the shuttle run and burpee pull-up workout, and then the 1-rep max thruster at the end of it. That was in 2023. Okay. A couple people redid that one. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay.
I thought you redid that one.
Nope.
Maybe not. Nope. There you go. Definitive answer. Nope.
So 24.2 we have coming up will be announced soon. And so we can talk predictions for that.
Right.
You've shared your predictions. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
So first, let me talk about kind of my thought process between this next one. So generally, the first open workout is one that's accessible to people, right? Like, you go into it, you feel like, wow, that was hard, but like, I'm proud of my efforts. Like I was able to do most of the movements, even if maybe I had to scale some things. And then it seems like there's a point, whether it's in 0.2 or 0.3, where reality comes crashing down. Where, you know, there's a higher skill movement that's worked in the mix, like whether that's like something on the rig, toe to bar, chest to bar, or a heavier weightlifting movement.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see something like that in
Agreed.
0.2. I think also since this was a 15-minute time cap, we might be looking at a shorter time cap.
Yeah.
In point 2, just because, 15 minutes is kind of on the longer side for an open workout.
And the longest open workout was a 20-minute AMRAP.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anything has ever been programmed over 20 minutes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
15 minutes is right there.
Yeah. Unless it's something to where we have like a 2-parter, where it's like short and then a rest and then something else that's short that equates to 12 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But I think those are 2 of the kind of factors.
2 of the factors.
Yeah, that we're going to see this next workout. So
it's so hard to tell. Like, I mean, you give your best guess, but what they come out with is just totally,
yeah.
Who knows?
Well, we probably won't see burpees again.
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah.
We can all be grateful for that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, let's hear your prediction.
My guess?
Yeah.
All right. So 24.2 is, I say is, like as if I know this, but here we go. You got to stick with me, gang. All right? I got a little board here. See if you can get it up close to the camera. So most of you, if you're in the CrossFit community, know that Dave Castro does a week in review every week, no matter what's going on. He just talks about his life. He talks about different things that are going on in the CrossFit space. And he answers questions that people submit. It's cool. The videos are short, they're 10 to 12 minutes long. But this week, in between, we're filming this right in between 24.1 and 24.2. So this week, at his week in review, he has a deck of cards. You can see these are my numbers here. He has a deck of cards, and he's flipping them like throughout the video. Deck of cards has 52 cards in it. Okay. There's 4 suits in a deck of cards, and there's 13 cards per suit. During the video, he flips the deck 3 times. So 3 times 52 is 156. 156 divided by 13 156 divided by 13 equals 12. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So the workout is going to be 3 rounds of 4 movements, 13 reps each, with a 12-minute time cap.
If you're right, that's going to be like, you're going to have to buy a lottery ticket.
So there you go. There's my expert analysis for 24.2. The movements: box jumps, toes to the bar, rowing, and clean and jerks.
Queen and jerks.
Queen and jerks.
Because of queens in the deck of cards.
Queens in the deck of cards.
We'll see, I guess. Couple days.
There you go.
So
that's my prediction.
Yeah. Alrighty.
We'll see what happens. So that's it for this video, gang. If you have predictions, drop them in the comments or get a hold of us. We're working at Gravity on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube here where you're watching this. All sorts of places. We'd love to hear from you guys. So
yeah. So good luck with whatever we're up against.
That's right.
And yeah.
That's it. Thanks for joining us. See ya.
See ya.